Hi guys, today just a quick response video to this video here. Before we get started though, please smash that subscribe button and smash that like button because that helps me keep the channel going and it helps with the algorithm. Okay, let's get down to the video. Some of you have responded and said this is not an alternate picking video. And in a way, some of you might be correct because that would be a sort of exercise. But when it comes to jazz or fusion, then you have to practice in groups, connect them together and play through the chord changes. Because when you're improvising with the alternate picking, chord changes will be coming at you left, right and centre. And if it's fusion, they're going to be ambiguous chord changes and you have to nail the changes. And the only way you can really do that is to connect these tetrachords, these groups of four notes together. Because once you have that down and they're nailed, then you can break them up and create phrasing or musical punctuation. There's a video by John McLaughlin called This Is the Way That I Do It. And on this video, a lot of people ask me, why doesn't John show his right hand guitar technique? And of course he is showing it, but he's showing it through music because that's what it is. He's playing music. He's not doing that, trying to play guitar fast. He's playing music, rhythms, and then connecting them, and then breaking them up, creating musical punctuation, musical phrasing. Okay, to begin with, let's take D9, and we'll connect four note groupings together, four note groupings, four groups of tetrachords. This will follow strict alternate picking down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, etc. The next point is to count time. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That way you're in time. Or you might want to count taka-dee-me, taka-dee-me. Count it that way. So let's connect this together. Here's the first four note grouping. 1 and a. Now we connect it to the next simple four note grouping, a bit of pentatonic. So we have. Okay, now let's connect the next four note grouping. So we have 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. And here is the last four note grouping. 4 E and a, taka-dee-me, da-da-da. So let's join all of this together. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, now you might say to me, I don't want to play four note groupings joining them together like that. I actually want to break them up. I want musical punctuation, musical phrasing. But here is the thing, before you can break it up, you need to be able to connect everything together because the harmony will be coming at you when you are improvising, the chord changes will be coming at you when you're improvising, and you'll have to nail those changes as they come at you when improvising. Now breaking this up is not as difficult as it might seem, or creating syncopation or anticipation, because you literally chop a note off or slide the rhythm in different places, backwards or forwards. Okay, so let's say it's 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Okay? So we have what we played here on the beat before, 1 E and a. Instead of that, we slide it across and we have 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. This time let's do it in the bar. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. And straight away you can see how you can make this out of these four note groupings just by taking notes off, and then you create musical phrasing, punctuation, you come on the beat, off the beat, whatever you want. It's actually quite easy, it's not difficult. But as you can see, you need to get the four note groupings down, the tetrachords first of all, because that gives you the ability then to make the musical phrasing. Okay, it's an excellent idea to practice these through the 2-5-1s, But because we're making a short YouTube video, we'll just have 2 bars of music. So we'll have D9, D flat 9, G13, going to C major 7. This D9 chord will have 2 beats, D flat 1 beat, G13 1 beat, C major 7 4 beats. So we have 2 sets of tetrachords for the D9, 1 set of tetrachords for the D flat 9, and 1 set of tetrachords for the G13. Firstly, I'll do it in the style of somebody like John McLaughlin, which would be like this. Pentatonic, and then it would slide down, let's say semitone to the F sharp for the 3rd, and then go into the 7th. So that's 2 4-note groupings, or 2 tetrachords. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, academy. Now we have the D flat, and what I'm going to do when I get to this C is come down a semitone again and just play a bit of scale. So when we join this together, we have and from this F, or the 3rd of D flat, I go down a semitone again to get the 13th here of the G13. And then this will then go to the B for the C major 7. So we join this together. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a. Okay, let's take a more traditional approach. 2 beats again for D9, 1 beat D flat and 1 beat G13. So we have our D9, going to another simple pentatonic. So we have 1 E and a, 2 E and a. For the D flat, a bit more pentatonic. And finally for the G13, a D minor 9 arpeggio, landing on the note D. So if we connect this together, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1. Again, with the alternate picking, make sure on the last 16th note that you come up enough with the up stroke to articulate the downstroke for the next 4-note grouping. In conclusion, this was just a quick look at how you connect these together, because you can't really do alternate picking exercises with fusion unless you have some sort of cadence or some sort of chord sequence, like a 3-6-2-5-1 or just a 2-5-1 or even just a 5-1, because the harmony is coming at you and you need to be able to connect or nail that harmony. And like I say, 4-note groupings, tetrachords are really important, because then when you can connect all these 4-note groupings, you can then break them up and syncopate them and create anticipation and syncopation, rhythmic, musical, phrasing, punctuation. As I've said before, an extremely amazing resource for this is John McLaughlin's video, This Is the Way I Do It, because he really does show how he connects it together, and you'll learn so much from that. And I've just sort of touched on this very, very briefly in this video. But when it comes to alternate picking and fusion, none of the gobbledygook stuff like finger slicing will work. You've got to connect these 4-note groupings together. It's really important. Or 3-note groupings. I would suggest 4-note groupings to begin with, because it's the most common. And when you break them up, you make, double time, anticipation, syncopated musical phrasing. Anyway, this was just a quick explanation for the previous video that I did, because I didn't have time to finish it. So I've had to do it in this video. Anyway, if this video was of any use to you, then please smash that subscribe button, because it really does keep the channel going. Smash the like button, because that really helps with the algorithm. Click the notification button if you like the video, and write a comment if you want. And I'll see you all in the next video. And thank you for watching.